SMCslevelengine here with his 100th video. And to celebrate this 100th video, we're going to be doing something special for this milestone. We're going to be doing another ROM hack, but it's not just any other ROM hack. It's a good friend of mine, eWax's. The guy that so happens to play RuneScape, makes RuneScape videos. Yes, I know his channel has more subscribers than me. I know he's doing better at this. But what he plays is like a lot more popular than what I play. Well, he decided to be nice and build one level. This is probably the last level he's going to ever be building. I haven't seen the level. We ignore completely the level on the right. He didn't do it there. He did it here. And since, judging by the bit I saw, I didn't see the rest, I'm going to actually have to use save states on this one. Mario, start. Oh! Oh, that's not a good sign. Okay, he said there was only... What happened to the key? Oh, what was... Oh, this isn't a good sign. Some of the sprites aren't even loading. He overloaded the place with 6 Koopas, so... another thing. You said there were no secret... Oh my god! Silent bullet bills. I wasn't seeing those coming. I'm just getting rid of these so they don't screw things up. Okay, now I can actually finally go up here. Really? Look at the water! Freaking wow! What is the point of this? Massive cutoff with the water here. I cannot believe this. Okay, the vine cutoff at the top isn't so bad because there's like no vine top piece. I won't really get mad at that, but really, did you really have to do this with the water? Okay, this is a real problem here. Yes, you can move all the blocks so it'll appear to be even worse. You're taking, and now we have floating water. This defies everything in physics. Everything I've ever learned in my physics class. Water flies. The bit I saw, you did put a power-up in here. I'm gonna use the key for it. Okay, these are his arrows. They're not terrible, but they were before. And what do I do here? How am I supposed to cross? Did something not load? I know what to do. I know how to cross this gap. Bastard. Be like, go! That's not gonna work, isn't it? Alright. And now we're going to take this way. Okay, the arrows are definitely better than the way they were the very first time around. I'll show you a picture of his arrow that he has now in the level, and I'll compare it to the one that he originally had. I know, it's terrible. This is pretty well built, but I'm gonna not follow the arrow. Out of curiosity, I am following the arrow, just to see. And it just leads down here. I'm sure that this is gonna screw me over. Wow. Another major flaw with the level is that... Actually, it's not major. The water, I think, wrecked your case. Cut off. That's actually quite negligible, and there's a time limit! Oh god. Doesn't give me time to fully examine the level. And the piranha plants just jump out there, and cement blocks spam, and Goombas up here. More silent bills. And then there's this. Vine jumping. Just out of curiosity, what's back here? They have a down arrow here. Let me guess. If you... Oh, now... You point a down arrow there. Let me guess. Without the trampoline, let me look. Look at this. I don't even think you would jump out here with... For the love of God. An arrow that kills you. This is pretty bad, but I've seen worse. And I hope I don't need the trampoline. I'm really hoping I don't need that trampoline, because these are going to be crazy difficult vine jumps without it. I see something glittering down there. Oh, the lowest row. The lowest row of lunar magic is being used. And, well, it couldn't get the goal point to work properly. Apparently, it made a little... It just fell through the bottom or something, so use this. I wouldn't say that's as bad as some of the other issues in his level, but still. He has arrows in there that lead you to death. He had massive cutoff with the water. The time limit was kind of an issue, but I did hurry up my ass, and I didn't make it to that level, so time limit's not all that terrible. Considering all the stuff I've been through, I'm gonna have to now give this a rating. I got this, not exactly a new idea, but a new method of giving hacks marks. As in Tiger was the first to rate his hacks, I'm gonna be doing it now on this scale of 100. 60 is... it's acceptable, 60. 80 plus is a sign of excellence. The worst I'm gonna give is a 30, unless it's absolutely forced. I'm not gonna give a 69 for pornographic and sexual reasons. And now it's time to give this hack a mark. You can't really say anything. I never told him how to do the overworld, and if you're building one level, it's not like the overworld is gonna play a part in this. So we can't really say anything about the overworld. Custom music, graphics, it's one level. But we gotta look at the core issues of the level. He had massive cutoffs with the water. It's just like there was only one power-up. There were arrows that led you to death. There were other cases of cutoff, not so big, but that water was definitely the worst one of them all. What else was there that screwed up the level? He had a stupid intro. He had a key, but no secret exit whatsoever. For this, I'm gonna actually have to really be honest. This wasn't very good, but it wasn't too terrible. I managed to, like, be okay with this. So I'm gonna have to say, I was gonna give it like a little mid-50s, but I'm gonna be nice enough and bump it up to a 60. He just got this barely acceptable by my standards. Probably not by the Central. Central would probably reject this. Yes, there are such things as one-level hacks, but this one level wouldn't be of that quality. I've seen MES, Mario Explores the Sewers. It was quite long and interesting. This wouldn't make a good one-level hack. I wouldn't recommend playing this. Looks like that video's over. Well, not the video, but this part of the video is done. So yeah, it's been very interesting making videos on YouTube, even though barely nobody knows who I am. Just about nobody knows this career. And we can tell by the most recent videos that the SMW ROM hacks is the direction that this career is gonna head in. Yeah. I definitely have a lot more LPs coming up. Luigi's Adventure is almost done. In fact, I think I could start one. Right after this video, I could probably start another Let's Play, because of how close we are to Luigi's Adventure being finished. Yeah, it's so close, it's not even funny. World 9. But we gotta remember that those are some of the hardest levels. Definitely. Especially that Bowser's Airship one. That I never liked. Once we're done that, we can think about other stuff. I'm probably going to be starting other LP before heading to World 9. But I'm definitely going to have to get to that very soon. Because I've been doing a lot of other things. Still, I'm building my ROM hack the way the M. It's going along pretty well. Custom music, new skills that I can use to do more awesome things. Definitely a nice thing to know. And this Hand of Chaos game, I have plans for it too. Well, I have plans for the best levels in it. And the best levels in other old projects of mine that never got accepted. a re-release of a bunch of them. Well, after major fixes are made to the levels. Some of these levels in their current state aren't good enough, but with some fixes they could be. And there's other levels that will just never ever see the light of day, like Hidden Level 2. That practically ruined this hack's chances of making it, as you could see in the AsmTiger video. Made him absolutely facepalm there, with the floating stacked munchers, the invisible coin block trap, many things that you shouldn't have in your hack on SMW Central, yet they were all there, and I actually submitted it. Yes, that was a submitted hack. I wanted Proton John to play this. Sadly, this guy might have been my inspiration. Sadly, he doesn't do ROM hacks anymore. Apparently, according to him in an interview of his, apparently all the bad ROM hacks he got stuck with killed the experience for him. And when he played Dispari Skuro and He is an Evil Genius's TKO, there was a lot of... Actually, there was probably no enthusiasm in his voice whatsoever, so he just wasn't enjoying it anymore. Apparently, all the bad stuff killed it for him, and when he tried to play the good stuff, it just wasn't as good as the way he thought, as the way we all think it would be. So yeah. And I'm just starting to enjoy ROM hacks again, too. I'm not going to play a bunch of bad ones, because then I'm not going to enjoy the career. The reason I played this level was so I could show you something cool in it. I got all 5 Dragon Coins. I want to show you where the Red Yoshi was hidden in this, because it was a pretty well hidden Yoshi. Spoiler alert, I'm gonna go find the Yoshi. Yeah, Proton John did play some pretty bad ROM hacks. But for whatever reason, I recently saw AsmTiger play some ROM hacks, and I always thought Proton John got stuck with the worst hacks to play. I always thought it was him, Azurblade, and Icran Girl that got stuck with the worst hacks of all time to play. I was horribly wrong. I realized that there's shit out there that's far worse that AsmTiger got stuck with. One case was actually kind of depressing. Molotov Mario World was the first to play this thing known as Super Silly World. AsmTiger had seen it before, but he didn't remember it until he ended up playing it. He saw it before. And to make matters worse, the creator of Super Silly World took Super Silly World and glitched it up even more for AsmTiger than he did for Molotov. Yes, I know. Pretty pathetic. Funny and sad. And that one up I'm not getting. Yes, I do plan this out. Sorry. Well, that's a pretty well hidden Red Yoshi. And 4 lives we don't really need. Again, proving his point. Well, I guess that's the video. Bye. Expect some epic stuff in the future.